Hello, I'm Kelly, and welcome to Kelly Loves Books and Movies. And today I'm doing a tag, the Book Murderer tag. This is a tag from Noah at Bookworm1060, and I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat, and thought it was a fun little tag. I saw a couple of other people do it so far. All right. The first question: what are your thoughts on spine breaking? I am very much against it. I mean, if you want to do it, go right ahead, but I am not going to do it. I went to Half Price Books the other day to buy the second book in the Cork O'Connor series, and they had one, but the spine was broken, so I didn't want it. I thought, I'll just get this at the library or get it somewhere else. It just kind of bugs me personally, and I'll probably get into why in a minute with the other questions. Bookmarks or dog-earing pages? I bookmark. I can't stand bookmark pages. Again, if I go to a used bookstore or like a book sale or something, I won't buy books that are like super marked up or super dog-eared. Maybe if it's something I really have been looking for and I just want to read it, I'll get it. But otherwise, yeah, bookmarks only. And usually, I have a couple different bookmarks, but usually I also collect baseball cards, and so then like when you open packs, you get all these base cards you don't know what to do with. These are usually my bookmarks. I just grabbed a couple off my end table because they're usually sitting around, and I've been known to wake up with baseball cards in my bed because I've been reading a book and I took the bookmark out, put it down, and then couldn't find it when I wanted it again, so just grabbed another one and stuck it in the book, and then eventually, like the next morning, I'm like, oh, here's that bookmark, here's that card. So yeah, I use baseball cards a lot for my bookmarks. And I did kind of, when I was in Nashville for Independent Bookstore Day, and the bookstores I went there, I got cute bookmarks from those stores, like with their names on it, and that was kind of cool. So I've kept them, and I'm probably gonna keep doing that, collecting little bookmarks, from travels, the bookstores I travel to. All right, number 3, page tearing or ripping. Why? Why would you tear or rip the page? I mean, on accident, I suppose, but why would you? Why would anyone do that? If you're gonna mark your place, you dog ear it. So why would you rip the page? I don't know. I think maybe. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that. Writing in books, no, absolutely not. Drives me crazy. I've I don't know how all you people who like annotate and highlight. I can't do it. I don't know. And I know Pat said, she has books that are obviously annotated and with notes and highlighted, but she's a teacher, and I can understand that. Like if you're a teacher and you're teaching the same book year after year, that's practical. If I were a teacher, I'd probably have copies like that too. But just in my everyday books, no. I have the Bible I got as a kid from in our church. I think it was 5th grade, everyone got a Bible, and quite a few years after that, like maybe in high school, I felt like super peer pressured to like highlight a couple things, even though I didn't want to, but like everyone was always highlighting, the verses or whatever, and I just really didn't want to do it, but I kind of felt peer pressured, so I kind of like highlighted a couple of things. Not even. I think that if you flip through the book, you wouldn't even find. It'd be hard to actually find the spot. But I still 100% regret that I highlighted in that book. Okay, that's a little crazy, but all right. Ripping covers or book binding. No, yeah, I don't know who would rip a cover. Other than what a lot of people were brought up in selling books. If you had to send the cover back to the publisher, instead of returning the whole book. But I don't know who else would do such a thing. Bookbinding? I don't think anyone really does that either, but who knows. Alright, now here's why I think I'm very, want my books just no writing, no dog-ears, no nothing. I grew up in a tiny rural town, and we just had, the library and the school library. We didn't have any bookstores. So most of my books, you had the Scholastic Book Fair every year, so you got little kids' books and everything. But the only time we'd go to a bookstore is if we went, into the cities or Rochester to the mall, and go to B. Dalton or Walden Books or whatever. But still, then we didn't buy many books. But I think the drugstore and then when I was really little, the dime store, they had some mass market paperbacks, and I remember my mom and my aunts getting some of those occasionally. But for the most part, all our books were from the library, or school library, or the books that we were assigned in school. So, and all those books were always, pretty rough shape. People wrote in them, people dog-eared them, people, I don't think anyone ever tore pages or anything, but they weren't in great shape. So buying my own books, they just, they were super special, and it's a nice thing. And I didn't want my own personal books to look like, it's a special thing to have your own copy of something brand new. And so, yeah, I didn't, and I still don't like anything. I want them to be as perfect as possible. And I know that's kind of a little OCD on it, but yeah, my books, I want them nice. Even when I'm reading them, I try to be very careful with them. But yeah, and I don't even remember buying my own books other than the little kid book fair until maybe late high school, when we had your driver's license and we'd drive around, go to the cities or whatever. But yeah, not until college did I ever really buy my own books. And even in my college books, I did not like to take notes, like my textbooks, highlight stuff. Or if I need to take notes, I write it on a separate paper. And even now, if I'm reading a book and I want to remember something, I write it down in a notebook, not in the book. So, yes, I am one of those people who do not like anything in my books but the pages, exactly how they came. All right. Tag some people. If you're seeing this and you haven't done it already, consider yourself tagged. This was a fun tag. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.